They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 61 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, 5.
Come on, bring it, baby.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter, punch.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down,
that's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Looking long for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Hill. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To To throw is Breeze. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Flushed out right, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And some room to roam now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete to
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
New Orleans.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Will Lutz to kick off for
a couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 20.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
It's a gain of 3.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Breeze.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Saints.
Breeze now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an even 90 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Williams.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Again, it's Williams. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 41. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
Janoris Jenkins.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take it.
Feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
He'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, throw left side, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
40-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Breeze pass.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down. Back
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, 26 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. Here we go. Me and you. It's just me and you. 58, come on. 58, come on.
From the gun, Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. Incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts
A gain of 3.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the Saints 1st down.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. And, my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the